today's game, you will need the Stage 4 game board and the card set that is specific to this game. These are number cards that are all multiples of 10. We will be using these for today's game. You will also need at least 25 color counters for each partner group. And of course, these are the variety that are 2 different colors. Now, since today's learning goal has to do with adding 10 or subtracting 10, it's also very helpful to have these supports. We could have 10 frames that we could utilize, as well as connecting cubes in quantities of 10 or singles for today's game. You will be playing today's game with a partner, and you'll each have your own unique color. So I'm going to pretend that partner, who is yellow, is starting the game. What they are going to do is they are going to turn over a card, and they are going to decide to either add 10 or lose 10, subtract 10. Now, it's very easy with this one because I'm starting at 0. This player has drawn the 0 card, so they are going to add 10 to 0. 0 plus 10 is 10. So notice I'm going to be covering a 10 on the board. I'm the yellow player, so I'm going to cover it in yellow. Now there's a 10 here, there's a 10 here. I get to decide. I'm going to lay my color down on the board, put my card in a discard pile, and now it is the red player's turn. The red player is going to do the same thing, draw a card. Now I can decide to take 20 plus 10, which is 30, and find a 30 on the board to cover. Or I could do 20 minus 10, which is 10, and there's one more 10 on the board that I could cover. Now, remember you have your 10 frames to help. So I could count up, start at 20 and say 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We could use our 10 frames. We could use our number cubes or our connecting cubes in order to help us arrive at our sum if we're adding 10 or our difference if we're subtracting 10. Now, sometimes there may be turns where the number you need is not on the board, or maybe it's already been covered. If that's the case, just draw again. Go ahead and draw and continue until you are able to lay a piece down on the board. The last thing I want to tell you is about the free space. We're going to leave the free space open. Either the yellow or the red player could say that that free space is a part of their 5 in a row in order to claim their win. A player wins when they get 5 of their color pieces in a row. So if this were a real game, the red player would be hoping for a 20 to get their red line. The yellow player would also be hoping for a 20 to get their yellow line. Now, you could also get a diagonal line as well. So notice that yellow player is very close to having a yellow diagonal line as well. And look, the red player is very close to 5 in a row as well if they could just get the 30. So let's say that it is the yellow player's turn and they draw this card. They drew a 30. 30 minus 10 is 20. That's what they need for their win, right? So they're going to say 30 minus 10 is 20. They're going to cover up that 20. And with that, they claim the victory. Take a look. They have 5 in a row. Boys and girls, your 5 in a row can be like an up and down line. Your 5 in a row could be a laying on the sideline. And remember, you could even use the free space. So it could be really 4 of your pieces in a row and then also going across the free line. Or like if it's down here, you would need to have one in the middle to have your 5 in a row. The last thing I want to show you is that your 5 in a row could be a diagonal line. Notice here the yellow player would win because they have 5 that go straight across the game board from one corner to the other.